Did you guys ever pull a module out while your system is on and running? Because I just suddenly had this flash and I'm like, I really want to swap those two filter locations. But I already have stuff like going and recorded and rigged, so I don't want to power down. I guess it'll just have to wait. I don't know. Wisdom shall prevail this time. Yeah, so I don't know, feel like doing some Goa tonight. So, yeah, let's do that. To get out of it. Our bar needs to be cleared, and we are going to absolutely make some nice happy pads and stuff tonight. Okay. Let's see here. Baseline. We're quick. We are at 128, and we are in the key of F sharp Phrygian dominant. That's right, kids. Vector, why don't you do F sharp? Why? Why be you like this? G flat. Come on. Come on, man. I already have an octave bass patched up and stuff. We just got to think about, like, tone of this. Like, do you want it fast? You know, just like blistering? Do you not have a gate? Or are they tied? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, question number one is, does it sound good down an octave? Yes. I want to try something here. Real quick. It'll be easy. First of all, let's give water... No, actually, it's running. Water's running half speed. That's actually okay. What I want to do is have this guy come in to channel 1. Water, that is. Okay. And then what I want to do is take this here envelope, right, and patch it through a VCA, the level of which, of course, will then be affected by... Son of a bitch! Doesn't quite reach. Still have to use the ginormous cable. Okay, yep, time to burn it down. I'm gonna burn this... Okay, never mind. And then this goes into there. We don't want boost on. Otherwise it's adding like an offset voltage. So if we make this even faster... Kind of cool, all right? Now, I am shuffling today, too. All right, so we are 128 BPM, and we are swung, or shuffled, I guess. So, that's going to be weird. That's also going to mean that, like, my melodicers are going to be sort of dumb. But one thing that I really liked about the dub reggae thing session that I did whenever that was, Monday, I think, last Monday, was using triplets. Hey, Koza. Using like fast triplets. So here's the thing though, like here's our actual tempo that we're at. So triplet would be like I can't even say it that fast. Like that's really fast, you know? But it might still sound cool actually. I mean, honestly. We could run a melodizer at double speed, and that'd be fine. And then we could run 16th note triplets and just be like, short. Like, you know, something to try. Okay, this is kind of cool. This adds a little bit of extra dimension. We just got to think about, like, gates. Let's try something a little bit different, all right? Turn all gates off. Let's first of all make it 16, because 8 is not enough. Oh, 8 is enough to fill our lives with love. Yeah, that's right. I still know that theme song. It's very sad. Okay, I'm going to just turn on a kick. And I'm going to start turning gate patterns on. So it's just like, as I just yoink pitch and yeet pitch into the cosmos. So there's obviously step one. Let's double gate here. Yeah. Now, how does it sound good transposed? This is the question. Can we go down to flat 2? Oh, hell yeah. Because then we have a minor flat 7. How about a third 3? Okay, so this would be G major, and then F sharp major, and then E minor. We also have 4, minor 4. I've got. Dig it. So that's like one way to make a bass line or a pattern or whatever. Like build it on your drums right? Your drums are your foundation. So, like, my drums are already there, although I am absolutely going to add some percussion. In fact, let's do that now. I had a lot of fun when I used the Mito as, like, rample hijinks. Just, like, throw it weird, messed up clock divisions and then just throw some modulation on, like, the clock division. You know, control. And then you just get like and then I'm running in a reset. That's the thing. It's on a 2-measure reset, right? So that kind of, it's a brain thing, right? I mean, if you hear a thing reset every 8 beats, you're going to start to recognize that pattern, and then your brain pattern recognition software, kicks into gear, and it's like, oh, it's now a coherent thing instead of a wad of noise that makes me want to vomit. This is what we strive for. Not the vomiting part. The realization of coolness, The I dig of it all. All right.
Tangle-free patching is the hallmark of every budding modular...
Sorry. Okay. What do we got here? We got nothing is what we got because there's no clock. It's not turned on. I also want to run modulation. So I have this fill, sort of like a fill generator in the Maestro. And it's basically it's on an 8-measure loop, okay? And at the end of every 4 measures, there's like 2 random voltages. On the 4, those are 1/8 notes, so it doesn't have a massive effect. And then on the 8, they're quarter notes. So the last 2 quarter notes are random voltages. And I used to basically just send that to the dot sequencer here, and it would just generate like fills spontaneously, and it was super, super cool. And then you can just attenuate the signal and like completely change how everything sounds. Much delay, bro. Too low. Oh God. Okay, now there were a few percussion. I'm gonna put something on that's a little more appetizing as I scroll because I have to scroll to the Fs. F5. Yeah, this is the other one. Okay, now what if we just kind of like tweak these? Okay, and then we give it that nice happy drum fill modulation using a cable that is of sufficient length. God damn it. Oh, I got this giant mohawkish thing all flapping up in my grill. Okay, there we go. Now, so it should have changed. Not changing much. Do I have it attenuated? I don't think I do. No. Oh, I need to time my delay too. That's too long. Kind of want an 8th note. professional. Put a little delay on it. That's acceptable. Okay. And then we got... Okay. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Jethro. And Jason. People have walked in. You have walked it in. Let's think about the R bar here. Not a fan of the super saw into the R bar. There's one. And then we need a... Okay. There we go. Which means we should, in theory, have delightful, heavenly sounding pads now. Except, are you panned? Yes, you are. Okay. I think it'd be a good idea to modulate that there voice of some sort. Perhaps a 4-measure rise and fall into the SFM. I should have just left those open. And then perhaps some sort of gate. I think a gate might be nice. But we don't need it that quick, that's for sure. Oh, you're coming out of the times 2. Divide by 2, that's not appropriate. Oh, it's too short. No, it's just right. We've created a thing of beauty, I think. Less random, please. Shorter pattern, please. Thank you. Thank you. That's a nice pattern, actually. Is that here? It doesn't matter, because as soon as I reset the clock, it's going to be not in sync. We're still building. We're still building, man. I don't want to blow my wad early. All right, now everybody shut up. Okay, now we need a control track for that R-bar. And then, oh, look. It's already been pre-cabled. Thank you, future brain. This dude. So we got to think here about a chord change, subsequence. What are we doing here? I think 2 whole notes for the steps. Let's try something funky. I'd have to record another pad if I did this. But that'd be okay, I guess. If it works. We'll see. Nah, I don't know. I want to stick to just the 3 chords. So we're going to go down 2, and then we're going to go up 1, and then we're going to go down 2 again, and then we're going to go back to 0. And I'm just basically going to repeat that. Actually, let's do the second time. Let's just keep it on the G for 2 measures. We'll see how that sounds. Now, that means I need to set up a track. I like to use part 6 because, I don't know. Why not? Same sort of thing. 2 whole notes. So the way this is going to work, though, is every 5th above C3, you, you go up to the next layer. Okay, so it's sort of goofy. So I need to turn this basically down to like C3 or thereabouts, and then turn gate on and everything. So now if I hit play, it should pop to the blue layer. Yeah, so there's blue layer. But the first one needs to be the 5th above. And then we're going to go to layer 3. Then we're going to go back. So it should be sort of the same thing both times. Oh, no. This is G3 here. So layer 2, layer 1. Wait, no. Okay, I got to refer back to my subsequence. Down, up, that's why. Okay, down. Okay, And down, up, up, 0. Alright. My brain. No, we don't need that. We need this. So down, up, down, 0. Down, up, up. No, see, that's not up, up. That needs to be this. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so now it should follow the bass line. Things are not synchronized. That's weird. That sounds right now. Okay. Tasty. Tasty. I like that little hold at the end. That's pretty cool. Kind of dig that, you know what I mean? Alright. We're gonna leave that back. Got to make sure that the field is quiet enough. And then, okay. And now I say, alright, do I set up a preset in a couple scenes and stuff? Oh, damn it, because once again, I forgot how to copy a preset in the vector. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't recall. I have no memory of anything at all. Okay. What else were we gonna do? We were gonna do some stuff with things. Let's overclock one of these melodizers. We might as well use the close one. Wait, it's this guy, and that's this. Yeah, okay, so 6. We'll double speed this dude. Will this be usable? That is the question. Might be a little bit too fast, to be completely honest. But we want, like, short patterns. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what we've got. Envelope. Who want dude with thing? We could just do a regular old chainsaw voice, because I do have the 2 of them. It's gonna be a super saw party. Except I don't really like... Oh, you know what? Let's see. Can we get a cable all the way to the new filter that I hardly have ever used? No, of course not. Because why would that be a thing? And the outputs are at the top. It's really weird. And the inputs are at the far left. Yeah, that's the worst place to put that filter ever. Strictly on the basis of where the jacks are. Because it's like, oh, it's the farthest possible point to patch. Both to and from. So, I guess we just go Mohonkus cables. Which, you know, hey, that is an option. But, yeah, how derpy. And then we have to go big cables to get back. But, we gotta play with this filter. See what it can do. This is gonna be more of a, like a repetitive lead line, you know, kind of thing. Not a, not as much of an interactive part, like is usually the case with the melodizers. Okay. Will you... Oh, Jesus Lord, you won't even reach back over to there. You suck. You are the worst thing. You are Satan, and I hate you. Damn it. It's my own damn fault, see. Let's go like so. And I gotta drape this stupid thing all the way in front of everything. I hate myself for patching you. Cables in my face, nothing I can do. Yeah, that was the worst thing ever. I am sorry for that. Sort of. There. Can we get it? Yes, and then we can tuck it back. Sometimes you gotta tuck it back. Okay, do we have... Is this just ridiculous? It doesn't sound that fast. Why is it like, weird? It's like rhythmic where it should not be. Center detent pots. Thank you. It's just goddamn ridiculous. That's what. I like it. Sound to it. It's very loud, actually. I can hear it kind of clipping the filter a little bit. That's lovely. it up here. We need to play with it.
We need it.
Maybe we take the distortion out, move the whole thing over, and then like throw that down there, you know, something like that. Utility. Get this here. Those two would actually be, I think, maybe perfect. Yeah, we'll see. Now we are talking. We need some modulation. And just to the little per octave, a little tiny bit here. Okay, that's cool. I dig it. For now, we'll just put that away. All right. Nifty. Okay. Part 7. Let's do... Jesus, good. Jesus, tangle. This is no bueno. Where is my... I have a thing. Where is the thing? Damn you, thing. I don't know. I can't find it. I have Velcro ties all over the place. Just not right where I need them. So that makes sense. Yeah. New voice. We got this here dimension guy here, and of course it's going to be out of tune, because it's always out of tune. But let's patch something up. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, okay. At least it's an easy thing to patch. You can actually use the dimension with it's got its built-in filter also, but it's not super nice. Okay, we just need actual, you know, notes and stuff like that. Here, this will help a little bit if we go and wrangle a thing around this side of this guy. That will help ever so slightly. Because then we can just go poof, and everything's out of the way. Okay. What we do with this dude. Number one, I just need to make sure it's in tune. So I'm going to just turn it on for a second, and we should theoretically hear it. Boosting input gain just a hair. Yeah, of course not, because the tuning is completely jacked. And what? Oh, needs to be on too. Let's turn it down just in case it's stupid. Yep. You should be playing a B, but it ain't. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's shorten this envelope too. Alright, I think that should be good. Okay, trying to think, like, what kind of a part do we want this to be? Let's go same sort of thing and turn gate off. And then just sort of add gates and maybe think about it a little bit here. I'm going to turn the bass on. Short part, small part. I like. Got any more juice? Oh yeah. Let's make that envelope even shorter. Okay, now, if we go... Oh, that's weird. But not horrible. No, that's kind of horrible. That's kind of horrible. Change some pitches here. much better. Much better. I'm going to use the gold channel. I just want a 4-beat ramp up and down. No, I want a 2-beat, so just a half note ramp up and down. Oh no, it's a red voice. What are you doing, you maniac? Can we sniggity-snake this guy up here? Oh, you son of a bitch. Sorry. This one cool? Actually, let's go half speed on that. It's a slow 4-beat. There we go. Hey, Mortal Man. Okay, but we add a little bit of chaos into this too. Okay, so number one, I'm going to do just a chance probability of rest on... The ARP is only 8, the bass is 16. And we'll make that just a rest, like I said, and then we'll do that only on the even bars. So that it'll be basically like... Yeah, boo jobs. I just got the bad news that I go back to school in like a month. Way earlier than ever before. And we have 4 days of meetings, and I don't understand that. Well, why? 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 Huh? Anyways. Also, I farted around here this morning. Well, things are offbeat. The arpeggio is really, really offbeat, number one. So, like, that's a thing. That's happening. Can we make this guy up a third? Is that gonna work? I don't know if that's gonna work well with this particular thing. No, we need this probability like so, and then pattern on the odds. Let's try. So the beat is like we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But when when you throw that chance operation stuff in there, then you can basically chance operations plus pattern, like the patterns and stuff. That's like awesome. Just make like, oh, let's make your sequence with double the variety with a few clicks. Nifty. We need another voice. We need another voice. Yes, we do. What are we gonna do? I tried to use Streamboo, but I forgot to remove the space. That was my problem all along. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Let's see here. You know, it'd be kind of nice. Let's do a thing. Yeah. Let's do a thing. Let's do a dual oscillator. But not like synced. We're just gonna make it a dual stereo oscillator. And gonna need a bigger boat. Gonna need the longer cables. They put it in the 12 dB out though, because treble and mixing. It's a thing. Don't want you on +6. Actually, either one of those probably not necessary. Alright, now first of all, I gotta make sure that this is in tune. And I'm sure one of them isn't. Hey, Michael. We are in F sharp Phrygian dominant. So the 5th mode of B harmonic minor. Aight? Okay. But what are we gonna do for this? What's going on? Need a gate. Agate. And an envelope. Going into the flitter. Yeah, and this is going to have to be modulated, unfortunately, with the level of the envelope. Oh, God. No, it's no biggie. Okay. And now we just have to actually make a part, you know? Phrygian dominant. So, F sharp, G, A sharp, B, C sharp, D, E. You know? Well, you can either put in a user scale, or you can just put on B harmonic minor and just program your parts based on F sharp, you know. Yeah. So, anyways, part. What are we doing for a part? Let me think here. Here's my groove. Hey, Defu. Yes, Cuban B. No. Something like that. I'm gonna have to do this the kludgy way. So, this filter only has CV inputs, like, for each channel, like, independent. Like, it doesn't normalize the connection, so you basically have to use a goofball jumper cable. And in this case, I'm also going to need to... There we go. Because now I can just use my knobs. Alright, so there's our bass line. B-A-S-E line. Can we get away with short cable? I think I can. Because we're going from purple trace here into cutoff. Oh god, it's too much! Ah, son of a... There we go. Now, we have to... We're gonna go up 4. Or should we go down 2? Down 2 would be fucking cool, actually. Oh, except there is no down 2. Shit. Pattern. But, see, you can affect the same note with 2 different things, right? So 2 different... So what we can do is put on the same thing. We can go up 100% of the time. We're going to go up 3rd, there. We're only going to do that on the 4th. Okay, so we should have a 4-part phrase. Oh, no. This is different. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Now, does it transpose? Yep. I think this one should be okay too. Nice. What? Why is it... It's changing the octave of like 2 of those notes when it goes down to the flat 7. What? Oh, mark this point in the stream. I should send an email to Jim because That shouldn't be changing octaves on some notes. See? It's just like, what? That's really weird. I don't like it. No, sir. I don't like it one bit. Alright. Mo parts, mo parts, mo parts. I'm thinking. We could whip up a quick little, except of course that the SIG doesn't do swing, as it's a little asshole. So I was like, geez, okay, so do I have to like send it a track to like, I don't know. And then I had a thought, okay, what if we use the Mito? Like channel 6 of the Mito? Turn that on. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to take that output into the nothing because your cable's too short module. We just need a slightly longer cable into the Timplegio. Okay, but I was like, how can we get it some sort of variable voltage to give us like a rhythm pattern? And there's like multiple sources like right there. So let's just do a channel of water into this thing, this here dude, and see how it sounds. It's going to take a second to dial this in. May have to attenuate the output of water. Okay, this is the dumb way to do it. The smart way would be to go from that side. I guess. This could be just like a spacey, weird freak out thing. So, you know. That's interesting and sort of repetitive, but sort of not. Hmm? I don't know if I like any of this. It's interesting. I mean, it is basically just going to be a weird, trippy little part in the background. Okay, interesting. So just a funky little part, you know. All right. We have this here demon core that always begs to be used for something. Okay. Now we make part. I do like fifths parts, and I was kind of thinking of making one in the dimension, but instead, I think maybe we'll make it here. And then we just think gate pattern. Yeah, let's just say go and see how it sounds. We're here. Do a funky length too, like 14. Let's do that. And then be like so it's sets of 3 and 2. So like it's a 7. It's a bass 7 like rhythm even at the inner level. he gets his own very special delay. And it's like perfectly synchronized already. It's madness. Maybe a little less on the feedback. Oh, Jethro, you're very far off by about a factor of 3. Yeah. And that's not to mention all the crap that I've bought that's in other places. But it's fun. And when you... Oh, we need to boost this. Yes. Okay, we also need to make this go. We just need a short cable for that. I'm noticing something about my current module arrangement here. Is that I do tend to be very cable heavy on the left side. Is that distorting the delay? Because that's bad distortion. We don't want to clip the delay. Clipping the filter... yep, it is. Just a little bit. Okay, I thought so. Clipping the filter sounds good. But this thing doesn't quite have the beef. Doesn't have a strong output. Give us more beef. And then like with this thing... Stop, and you can actually like just stop, like just stop. All right, you can be muted. We can mute part 6 too. How did I know that was coming? That's what she said. Anyways. All right. We need more parts. We need more stuff. Okay, we have pads. We have things. We only have 2 more mixer channels, 3 more mixer channels here, and then 2 more here. So there's actually a good amount of room. Problem is, melodizer don't swing. Damn you. Sig don't swing either. Okay. I am patching music on my modular synth. That's all. And then at the end, the point would be to do a long 20 plus minute jam session performance of the thing. Okay. Let's do you know, I wonder, can we simulate? Can we use like, yeah, this would be a fun thing to try. Let's try this. I'm going to try to simulate like a kind of a boingy string instrument by using rings, maybe. And we'll get kind of a, will you reach? Oh, just barely. Good job, little guy. And then that means that the gate will reach the strum. Ha! Nice. Ooh, we could do interesting weird shit with this too, because the carry filter is right there, and that means we have potential at least for a little bit of weirdness. Because I think it definitely sound pretty odd. Make it boingy. You know, I was kind of thinking that, to be honest. Where you go? You go here. We use short cable. Because this is a really good stereo filter too, so we can like modulate pan and do all sorts of ear candy, happy things. Okay, but first thing, of course, is going to be to dial in the sound, figure out the part itself. What do we want this thing to be here? um. Yeah, I can, but give me a second. Remind me in a second. Hey, Ethos. A bunch of people have showed up, but I haven't said hi to specifically, so apologies. I'm a little scattered. I'm thinking. Let's start with 16 and see what happens here. 16 notes in terms of length. So, first thing you should know is that the vector down here is sort of my main sequencer. This is the expander for the vector. So, like, if you follow the blue cables controlling those oscillators going into this filter, Popple filter, which goes into the C legs. So there's one voice. Let's see here. Actually, let's make this part slower. Let's make it like a half note. No, I'm happy to explain. It's I kind of, I don't want to say pride myself on that, but sort of. So like 1, 2, bing, 4, bing, bing, bing. Hey, Ethos, thank you. And then we're gonna go. No, it's gonna go bing, bing, bing. We'll go up to a C sharp, but I think what I want to do is make that every other measure. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, well, we should turn the channel up. That would be useful. Nothing happens. Nothing! You so stupid! No. Hello? Okay. That was a thing. All right. Is it even in tune, by the way? I was gonna say, it kind of sounds like it. We don't want this model at all. So let's not. And let's put it on the first one. Oh, Jesus Lord. Shut up. As neat as that is. Dude, guys, thanks, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm trying to be, like, good. That's the thing. That's what I want. So we kind of need to just dial this in slowly. Okay, now, here's the problem. Shit, this is going to be a pain in the ass. All right. I'm going to have to tune this thing, and it sucks. Wait. Why does it still sound in tune? Oh, because it's not at all? Let's put it in the middle. This sucks. Tuning this thing blows. I'm a half step too high. Okay, now, here's the thing. It's not in tune. But I want to give it some wiggle. Who can we... Oh, there's the even VCO is right here. I can just use that direct. And here on the 32 foot. We'll just give it the triangle out into the FM. And then just give it a little vibrato. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Let's hope. Yes! Could actually go slower than that. That's still not quite slow enough.
When do we get our lifetime supply of Slurm?
Soon enough.
That's not soon enough.
Okay, let's put it in this guy. We'll give it a triangle wave. Triangle wave! Okay. And then we get to tune it. Okay, it's way too much and it's way too fast right now. It's drunk. Can we go faster than that, actually? This is a 32 foot setting, but the tuning knob isn't. Oh, see, that's too... Okay, just put it on a little less. I think that's okay. All right. Let's put it up an octave, too, because it's a little bit low. Okay. One last element to make it a little bit cooler. I'm going to duplicate the gate. All right. Which is the strum. Wait. Is this going to work? No, it's not going to work. I need a completely different cable. Something with a little bit of length on it. That's what she said. Okay. No. And what we want is kind of a long, sort of a, not a long, but a fairly short attack decay envelope with a cable that's long enough to reach. Motherfucker. Into the brightness. Where is there's brightness? Okay, and then should have like a nice sharp attack, but then it dies away fairly quick. It's still manageable. Okay, now we use our chance operations, and let's see here. Hang on, let's stop it for a second. Because if it keeps going, it's going to be annoying. Or we make it 32, and we just make it like 2 verses. So 2, 3, 4, and 7. So then this is going to be gate on 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5, 6, 7. And we'll go the same start. So bing, 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 bing. Because sevenths make us happy sometimes. And we can also add chance operations into this whole thing. And I think that's a good idea. Let's go part 7. 100% probability to go down 4 half steps on the evens. Oh, we got to do it on the 4s, though, because otherwise it won't... Because it's going on half notes. I kind of like that with more vibrato, to be honest. I want it to be sounding a little bit drunken. Ooh, that's a little much. So damn sensitive. I like this. This is a Tall Dog Electronics Nano Rings. Is it Tall Dog or is it Michigan Synth Works? I forget. I don't know. It's a Nano Rings. And it's just got regular trim pots, and it's like a real pain in the ass to adjust. Okay, you can shut up, but let's make you, or let's test with the subsequencer, because if it sounds like poo-poo, then we may need to make some adjustments. That's really cool. I'm trying to convince Jake, my buddy that runs Signals Music Studio, trying to convince him to make himself a modular effects rack for his guitar. I just think that would be like the coolest thing. He's so not into like cool sounds though. It's weird. I'm just gonna go on record as saying it. It's weird. It's like, dude, man, get yourself some pedals. You know what we need? We absolutely need it. Oh, say it with me. A noise sweep. That's right. Oh, envelope's already rigged up. It's probably not right, though. Into the low pass. White noise. Output. Into the input. Then stereo outputs into channel 1. And then get in the hole. Okay, no, let's get some fast moving some faster moving modulation here, maybe going from like, is this fast? I never remember. Yeah, that's fast. Okay. Into the pan. You're way too long, buddy. Get the fuck out of my... Get out of my way. Okay, we'll put this in pan on... Well, we'll test them. Let's see which one works. Okay, that's a little much. And that's not the right pan. We probably want low pass filter. And can we make it even faster? Oh, offset. Yeah, dude. Just like an audio input module, even like a Morphogene or an R-bar or something. Like just an 84 HP, you know, Arturia Rack Brute 6U. Or even a 3U. I think that would be super, super cool, man. Yeah, people use the Oxy one with modular. So if I hit start, it should pew. Oh, wait. Envelope. This has got to go down.
I have found the perfect voltage. Is approximately 6.56.
It's true, it is. Anyways. Yeah. You and your offset voltage, buddy. Let's speed things up just a hair. Yeah. Let's actually give it a little bit more voltage than that. And we get some nice happy panning. Happy panning. Okay. So have we seen the thing on the Qubit Bloom 2? Redmi's recording video on that. Kind of interesting, and then I thought to myself, but you have a Qubit Bloom 1 and you don't even use it. So I brought it back, and yeah. It's back. I need to learn it better. We need maybe one more part. And I think I have just enough mixer channels really for two. But let's not do two. Let's just do a single. And I kind of want to do something like stupid fast, like 16th note triplets. And this might be dumb, but it might sound super cool too. Who knows? Who knows what the fates may bring? Just go this guy. Triangle wave, maybe? Or do we just go sawtooth and heavily filter it? Yeah, I think that maybe that's the play. Hi. Everything is in the synth itself, yeah. NASA beat making. Excellent. Let's get that soft clip going down. Patch an envelope. Okay, I think I like it a little bit slower, actually. But let's add some octave hijinks. Yeah, wait till I turn on the video synth. Then, speaking of which, let's warm that thing up because it's almost jam time. Okay. Yeah, number one, let's enable octave subsequence. Let's put it at like eighth notes. Quarter note triplets. Now you're talking. And we'll make it 4 notes and random. So it'll just pop around occasionally. Photosensitive viewer warning. Well, this is darn lovely. Well, we need to give it something else. A little something something.
What's this I see? I see a full measure rise and fall that's open. Let's put it in the volt per octave. Not quite that much, perhaps.
It's got that shuffle going. Of course, when it transposes, get a little of that seventh in there. Okay. I think that ushers forth jam time, right? And I was serious about the photosensitive viewers warning. Muting my microphone. Well, you can predict where it's going to go. Keep in mind, every single part is playing all of the time. So, like, the biggest thing I do is just turn shit on and off. Right? So, it's like you set up all of these simultaneous parts, and then while you're using them or while you're listening to them, then you've got things like filter manipulation. You know, I mean, I kind of just want a little bit of bass. Love that chainsaw. It's delicious. Anyways, Sunday, yeah. Either ambient or I tell you what, man, doing that dub thing the other day was like that hit the spot. That was just lovely, and I had a lot of fun. So I need to do more. And yeah, it was a fun one tonight. Glad we had a good crowd too.
Hit that like and subscribe button.
But like seriously, you know the deal. You know how it works. Typical Friday nights and Sunday nights are my normal days, but I'm in the summer for a scant 4 more weeks, alas. So, yeah. Suckity suck. Anyways, have a good night, y'all. Thanks for coming, and thanks for the donations, guys. That was awesome. Continually blows me away.